Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. This is Kamrun Nahar, Assistant Professor Biology, Greenfield School and College, Mirpur, Dhaka. The students of 10 English version, how are you? I hope you are well and studying regularly. Today is lecture 4 from chapter 2, cells and tissues of organism. My previous lecture 3 was MCQ and question number A and B from chapter 2, and that was ended by simple tissue. Okay, today is starting from complex tissue. Okay, first one, complex tissue. Complex tissue. Complex tissue. Here tissue composed of more than one type of cell is called complex tissue. Complex tissue conduct water, mineral and prepared food, and this is why they are also called conducting tissue. Okay, they can be grouped into two types. That means complex tissue two types: xylem, phloem. Okay, first one xylem and second one phloem. Okay, xylem and phloem also called conducting tissue. Okay, xylem and phloem together from the conducting tissue of the vascular bundle. First one, xylem. There are two types of xylem, primary and secondary. Okay, and there are trachea vessel. Xylem consists of tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma, and last one, xylem fiber. Okay, so xylem consists of, there are four types of cell: trachea, vessel, xylem parenchyma and xylem fiber. Okay, then tracheids are elongated cell with cylinder and sharpened. After lignification, their lumen may become narrower, and in that case transportation of water occurs mainly through the lateral paired pits of their walls. Okay, paired pits of their wall. Then vessels are short, tubular in structure and are connected from end to end. Okay, vessel cells develop a long tube when their terminal walls are dissolved. Okay, so it convert long tube structure. Okay, this is how a narrow continuous channel is developed for the upward movement of sap. In their early stage of development, the cells are filled with protoplasm by losing their living character. Okay. Then xylem parenchyma. The parenchyma cells in the xylem are called xylem parenchyma, or another name is wood parenchyma. Okay, their walls may be thick or thin. The parenchyma cells in the primary xylem have thin wall, but those in secondary xylem are thick walled. Okay, their main function are storage of food and transportation of water. These are the main thing, transportation of water. Then xylem fiber. Xylem fiber, any fiber means sclerenchyma type cells. Okay, here xylem fiber. The sclerenchyma cells in the xylem are called xylem fiber or wood fiber. The ends of this type of cells are taperant. Mature cell do not contain protoplasm, and so become dead. These cells provide plants with mechanical support. They are present in the xylem in dicots. Okay. Then phloem tissue. The phloem tissue organizes the vascular bundle in association with the xylem. The xylem transport water as raw material of food, and the phloem conduct food produced in leaves. Okay, to the different part of a plant. This type of tissue is composed of sieve tube, companion, sieve tube, sieve. First one, sieve tube, then companion cell, then companion companion cell, then phloem parenchyma, phloem parenchyma, then phloem fiber. Okay, phloem parenchyma and phloem fibers. These are 4 types of cell that is consist of phloem tissue, complex tissue. First one, sheath cell. There are a special type of cell. Sheath cell are arranged end to end and mark a tubular structure called the sheath tube. The cells are separated from each other with a sieve-like plate called the sheath plate. Okay, so sheath plate found in sheath tube. Okay, sheath plate. Sheath plate. P-L-A-T. Sheath plate. The protoplasm in a sheath cell is closer to the wall so that a hollow lumen is developed for the conducting of food. The walls are lignified. Mature sheath cell, very important line, mature sheath cell do not contain nucleus. Okay, companion cells and sheath cell tubes are present in the phloem of all the angiosperm. Okay, their main function is to conduct food produced in leaves to the different parts of a plant. Then companion cell. A parenchyma cell is found along with its sheath cell. Okay, its nucleus is much larger. It is assumed that the nucleus of a companion cell controls some activities of its neighboring sheath cell. A companion cell is turgid with protoplasm and thin walled. They are not found in the phloem of fern and angiosperm. Okay. Phloem parenchyma. The parenchyma cells in phloem are called phloem parenchyma. Okay. This type of cells are thin walled and have protoplasm like other parenchyma cell. They help store and conduct food. They are found in fern, gymnosperm, angiosperm, but not in monocot. Okay. Last one, phloem fiber. Phloem fiber are fiber means sclerenchyma cell. These long cells are arranged end to end with each other. They are also called bast fiber. Okay, also called bast fiber. The fibers of jute are such bast fibers. These types of fibers are developed at the time of secondary growth of plant part. Okay, pits are present on the walls of these cells. Then go to animal tissue. Animal tissues. Okay, there are different types, various types of tissue in our body or multicellular animals. Okay, first one, epithelial tissue. Epithelial means covered, covered tissue. Epithelial tissue. Okay, epithelial tissue. This tissue functions as the lining of various organs, but the function of this tissue is not only to provide cover to the organs. There are 4 more functions: protection, then secretion, waste product including protein, absorption of water and minerals, transcellular transport of specific material. Okay, there are different types, 3 types. Squamous epithelial tissue. Squamous means flat like scales. Okay, the nucleus is large. Example, Bowman's capsule of kidney. Okay, Bowman's capsule of kidney, you can found squamous epithelial cell. And collecting tubules of the kidney, you can found cuboidal. Okay, these are cuboidal epithelial tissue. And columnar cells of this tissue are narrow and elongated like a column. And found vertebrate mainly activate in secretion, protection. Okay, internal wall of intestine of vertebrates. Then simple epithelial tissue, stratified and pseudo-stratified also. And here ciliated epithelial tissue. Ciliated epithelial tissue, you can found trachea of vertebrate animals, trachea of vertebrate. Flagellated epithelial tissue, flagellated muscular epithelial cell in the endoderm of Hydra. Pseudopodal cells in the endosperm of hydra and in the intermembrane cells of vertebrate animal. Reproductive tissue, these are especially transformed epithelial tissue which produce sperm and ovum. Okay, these are reproductive tissue, sperm and ovum taking part in reproduction. They maintain the continuation of species. Okay. Glandular tissue, epithelial tissue transformed into glandular tissue secreted necessary fluid. This tissue too forms the external and internal covering of any organ of tubule. Okay, connective tissue. Okay, connective tissue has more matrix compared to the number of cells, is comparatively less. Based on structure and function, connective tissue is mainly of three types: fibrous, skeletal, and fluid. Fibrous, this type of connective tissue lies below the body. Okay. Skeletal, two types, cartilage and bone. Skeletal, the internal structural tissue of the body is called the skeletal tissue. The skeletal tissue forms the skeletal system or the internal structure of the body. Okay. These are two types, cartilage and bone. Okay. Cartilage is a kind of flexible. Cartilage is flexible skeletal tissue. Its matrix is firm and elastic, and the cells contain lacunae. Okay, the nose and pinna of the ear of human are made of cartilage. Okay, besides that, in the humerus and femur, etc., cartilage covered the two ends of the bone which protect the bone from rubbing. Okay, bone is hard, fragile and inflexible skeletal connective tissue, but the deposition of calcium within the matrix gives it strength. Okay, fluid connective tissue, the matrix of the fluid connective tissue is fluid and mobile. Different kinds of organic colloidals and soluble in the matrix. The main function of the vascular tissue is to maintain circulation in the interior of the body, and it plays a special role in protection from disease and blood clotting. Okay, fluid connective tissue is two types, blood and lymph. What is blood? Blood is a type of alkaline, slightly saline, red liquid connective tissue. Okay, flowing through the two components, plasma and blood cell. Okay, first one, plasma and blood cells. Blood cells. Plasma is the liquid part of blood. It is yellowish in color. It contains 91 to 90% water and 8 to 9% organic and inorganic materials. The organic substance include various types of blood, protein and waste materials. Blood cells are of three types: red blood corpuscles or erythrocyte, white blood corpuscles, RBC, WBC and platelets. Okay, platelets, RBC, WBC and red blood cell. Red blood corpuscles, white blood corpuscles and platelet. Okay, red blood corpuscles contain hemoglobin. Okay, hemoglobin. Okay, the red color of blood is due to the presence of hemoglobin. Hemoglobin easily mixes with oxygen to form the oxyhemoglobin compound. Okay, which carries oxygen to the different part of the body. And thrombocytes take part in blood coagulation or blood clotting. Okay, what is lymph? A euro-colored and slightly alkaline liquid stored within the intercellular space of the human body is called lymph. This is collected by a small duct, and forms an independent system. This is called lymphatic system. Okay, here lymphatic system or lymph. Then muscular tissue. Okay, muscular tissue growing from the mesoderm, very important. Muscular tissue, muscular tissue, growing from the mesoderm to the of the embryo, the particular type of tissue capable of conducting and expanding to affect movement and tissue forming the muscles of vertebrate animal is called muscular tissue. Okay, matrix is nearly absent in muscular tissue. Muscle cells are delicate, elongated and fiber like. Okay, these are three types: muscular tissue, voluntary, involuntary, and cardiac. Okay, cardiac muscle. Clear? Voluntary means this can be contracted or expanded at the will of the animal. Okay, the cells of the voluntary muscle tissue are tubular, unbranched and have transverse station. Okay, your hand and leg of human beings, these are voluntary muscles. Involuntary, the contraction and expansion of this muscle tissue does not depend on the will of the animal. This muscle tissue is spindle shaped and faintly branched. Transverse stations are not present. That's why the muscle is called unmarked smooth muscle. Okay. Then go to cardiac muscle. The special type of involuntary muscle that from the heart of vertebrate animal is called the cardiac muscle. Okay. The cells of this muscle tissue are tubular, okay, branched and have transverse station. Special means intercalated disc present here. Intercalated disc you also and through rhythmic contraction and relaxation, the cardiac muscle control the circulation of blood within the body from a certain stage, okay, of the embryonic condition till the last moment of death. Then neuron. What is neuron? Functional unit, okay, nervous system. Neuron, functional unit of nervous system is called neuron. It consists of numerous neurons. Neuron have two parts: cell body, dendrite and axon. Okay, a neuron body is, but neuron cannot contain any active centriole. Okay, that's why the neuron cannot divide. Okay, then what is synapse? Two neurons, okay, through the synapse, nerve stimuli from one neuron to stimulate to the next neuron. Nerve tissue receive stimulus and transmit it to the brain, and the brain respond to it. The higher animal nerve tissue stores memory and controls the work of different organs of the body and coordination among them. Okay, then organ and system. Okay, organ makes system. Digestive system. This system is associated with the ingestion of food, digestion, absorption and remove the undigested materials. Okay, the digestive system has two main parts: digestive canal and digestive glands. Okay, canal made up of mouth apparatus, mouth cavity, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, duodenum, ileum, rectum and anus. Okay, and digestive glands are salivary gland, liver and pancreas work as digestive glands. Okay, respiratory system also: nasal apparatus, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchus, bronchioles, alveoli and a pair of lungs. Okay, nervous system consists of brain, spinal cord and cranial nerve. Okay, and excretory system consists of a pair of kidney, a pair of urinary duct, one urinary bladder and one urethra. Okay, then endocrine gland, some examples of endocrine glands are pituitary, thyroid, parathyroid, islets of Langerhans, of pancreas, suprarenal, etc. So that's all. Till then, Allah Hafiz.